Welcome back to PMP, Pristine Megaprojects. Get ready to embark on a journey through the remarkable world of European transportation megaprojects. From Norway's daring ship tunnel to Germany's sky-high ambitions at Frankfurt Airport and the UK's wind power dominance in Hornsea, to Denmark's groundbreaking energy islands. Join us as we navigate the world's most epic engineering marvels. Coming in at number 5. The legendary Stad ship tunnel, where Norway's rugged coast meets the unpredictable whims of the North Sea. This stretch of water isn't just any old maritime route, it's the stuff of seafarers' nightmares. And not just because it's a tongue twister to say 3 times fast. Picture this: capricious winds, unpredictable weather, and a reputation so notorious that even the Vikings were like, nah, we'll just drag our boats across land, thanks. Yeah, it's that kind of place. Fast forward to modern times, and seasoned sailors still quiver at the mere thought of navigating these treacherous waters. Seriously, they'll wait for days until the sea decides to calm down and play nice. It's like waiting for your pet rock to stop rolling around. It could take a while. Enter the Norwegian Coastal Administration. The folks who looked at this nautical nightmare and said, "Hold my lutefisk." They came up with a plan: build a massive tunnel through the Stad Peninsula, effectively giving a big old middle finger to the perilous thought of it. Interested in knowing more about it? Like this video and subscribe to the channel now for more updates. I post 3 videos every week and you don't want to miss them. Now, this isn't your run-of-the-mill tunnel, mind you. We're talking about the world's first full-size ship tunnel. It's like something out of a Bond movie, except instead of dodging lasers, ships are avoiding stormy seas. This tunnel, with its 1.8 kilometers of awesomeness, it's going to save sailors up to 2 hours of nail-biting, seasickness-inducing travel time. And get this, it's big enough to handle the heavyweights of the maritime world. Oil tankers, cruise ships, you name it. They're all welcome to cruise through without worrying about ending up as the latest addition to Davy Jones's locker. Now, here's the kicker. The Norwegian government gave the green light for this epic project back in 2021, slapping a budget of over $272 million on the table. That's a lot of kroner. Construction is set to kick off around 2024, with an expected completion date in 2026. So mark your calendars, folks, because soon, the Stad ship tunnel will be the coolest shortcut on the high seas. Now, let's jet off to Frankfurt International Airport for number 4, where the skies are bustling, the cargo's flying, and the expansion plans are bigger than a bratwurst at Oktoberfest. This airport isn't just a place where planes come to refuel, it's a German institution, handling a whopping 70 million passengers a year. That's like the entire population of a mid-sized country passing through each year. Plus, it's Europe's cargo king, dealing with over 2 million tons of shipments annually. If you've got something to ship, chances are it's passing through Frankfurt. Back in 2005, when the airport realized it was bursting at the seams with travelers and cargo, they decided to do what any self-respecting airport would do: expand. And boy, and did they go big. How big, you ask? Try $5.7 billion big. That's enough money to buy a fleet of private jets for every German soccer player. First up on the expansion menu, extending the oldest terminal by a hefty 800 meters. They basically added enough space to fit 7 new wide-body aircraft stands. Talk about stretching your legs. This move alone bumped up the airport's capacity by a cool 6 million passengers per year when it was finally done in 2012. But wait, there's more. In 2011, they decided they needed a new runway because apparently the old ones were getting lonely. So they built a shiny new 2.8 kilometer strip of tarmac, running from east to west. Now they can land planes 2 at a time, like a synchronized swimming routine, but with way bigger floats. Then, in 2015, they really went for broke and started building Terminal 3. This bad boy is situated south of the runways, on land that used to belong to a U.S. airbase. They reclaimed it like a lost suitcase and decided to turn it into a brand spanking new terminal. This terminal, with all its bells and whistles, is expected to handle a whopping 19 million passengers a year. That's enough to make even the busiest airports blush. But, as with any good construction project, there were delays, thanks to 2020, when the world basically stood still. Now, instead of opening in 2023 as planned, Terminal 3 is set to make its grand debut around 2026. Better late than never, right? So, if you're planning a trip to Frankfurt in the future, get ready for some serious airport envy, because Germans sure know how to build an aviation empire. Switching gears to number 3. Welcome to Istanbul, where the land meets the sea and the east dances with the west. Nestled at the crossroads of Europe and Asia lies a bustling waterway that sees more traffic than a Black Friday sale. Enter the Istanbul Canal, a 45-kilometer-long artificial waterway set to transform the European side of Istanbul into an island. This ambitious project aims to ease congestion in the region, challenging the Montreux Convention's restrictions on ship passage. With construction starting in 2021 and a hefty price tag of up to 15 billion USD, the Istanbul Canal isn't just a waterway. It's a geopolitical game changer. Allies like the US could gain easier access to the Black Sea, while Turkey hopes to cash in by levying fees on passing ships. Moving on to the number 2. In the realm of offshore wind power, the United Kingdom shines as the world's second-largest producer, trailing only behind China. Within its borders, 4 out of the 5 largest offshore wind farms can be found, and among them, the Hornsea Projects 1 and 2 take the lead. Located in the North Sea, approximately 80 kilometers off the coast of England, Hornsea 1 and 2 are powerhouses in their own right, boasting a combined capacity of 2.6 gigawatts. To put that into perspective, it's enough juice to light up around 3 million UK households. These wind farms cover a sprawling area of 870 square kilometers, about half the size of London. Despite the significant contribution of UK's offshore wind farms, totaling up to 14 gigawatts in power generation, they're still a ways off their target of 50 gigawatts by 2030. Hence, plans are underway for newer and larger offshore wind farms, including the Hornsea 3 project. Hornsea 3, currently under construction and slated for completion by 2027, will expand eastward from Hornsea 1 and 2, covering an area of 700 square kilometers and boasting a massive 2.8 gigawatts of power generation capacity. Meanwhile, Hornsea 4 is in the planning stages and aims to cover a 600 square kilometer expanse northwest of Hornsea 1. Construction is projected to start in 2024, with operations expected to kick off by 2027. Now let's shift our focus to Denmark for number 1, the OG of offshore wind farms. Wind power makes up nearly half of Denmark's energy production, and they're not stopping there. By 2030, Denmark plans to create the world's first energy islands, linking extensive offshore wind farms to Denmark and neighboring countries. In the North Sea, an artificial island with a projected capacity of up to 10 gigawatts will serve as a central hub, while in the Baltic Sea, the island of Bornholm will act as another hub, boasting a capacity of 3 gigawatts. Together, these energy islands will supercharge Denmark's wind energy capacity by a factor of 7. Construction is set to begin as early as 2024, marking a monumental leap forward in clean and renewable energy production. Watch out, world. The winds of change are blowing stronger than ever. Which one of these 5 European megaprojects is your favorite? Comment below and I'll see you in the next video.